I was unsure of my future for the majority of my life. When somebody used to ask me what I wanted to be when I grew up, I didn't have an answer. I felt like I was not particularly good at anything. When I applied to the University of Maryland, I felt even more uncertain of my future. This led me to feel trapped. I felt like the water was rising before me, allowing me to drown. I felt like I was hiding my full potential. There was a complete mess in my life, and I needed to find a way to proceed. So just like the hunter, in order to overcome my uncertainties, I sought the support from my power sources. I took a weekend vacation to receive advice from my mature masculine. Upon return, I realized that having family there with me was important. They are behind me 110% of the time. They never pressured me into choosing a career path. I will always be appreciative of the support they have given me. My best friend and my roommates were always there during my first undecided year of college. I had and still have my CSS bros and Dr. Lester there cheering me on. Like the story of Dwayne and Ragnell, a transformation occurred when I was able to have what I wanted most. And that was the acceptance to transfer into the engineering school. You ask how? Well, let me take you on my journey. It was Maryland Day of 2012. I was running out of time to choose a major. I went into the engineering section in front of the Kim building, and I never looked back from there. I was fascinated by the many demos I saw. I was also good in math and science and thought that engineering provided the most impactful way to bring justice into the world. There are many emerging issues coming up by the end of the century. Some of the more important issues are the shortage of water, finding new sources for energy, and dealing with the larger populations to come. These issues are not going to solve itself. People depend on engineers for almost everything. Technology is getting better because of the constant new inventions coming out. I want to be part of the team that invents the next big thing. I believe that the world needs more engineers than ever to solve some of these big challenges. We need to start working together in order to ensure the continuation of the human race. I had the opportunity to speak to Dean Pines about the outlook of engineering. He understands the upcoming challenges and is looking to the new generation of engineers to solve the problems of 2050. During the fall of 2012, I was able to take my first engineering class. I worked in a group of 10 individuals of different engineering disciplines. The objective was to create an autonomous hovercraft that would follow a line, enter an arena, locate, and pick up a payload. We learned a lot about failure, success, and deadlines. But most importantly, we learned about ethics. For ethics, engineers need to weigh the pros and cons of their decision. The government might approve designs, but it is up to the engineers to decide if they're right or wrong. Unethical behavior happens when the engineer is too busy thinking about the money and not enough about the safety of the design. Just because something looks great from one side doesn't mean it looks great from the other. Engineers can be blind by the evils and greed of the contractor that is solely focused on meeting deadlines. Shortcutting the system has led to disasters because money is the front runner to anything engineering related. This is a challenge that all engineers have to face. Still in all, I believe that I will build the next generation city with flying cars. Like any engineer, I will attempt to create the Iron Man suit. But I have to make sure my passion and dedication doesn't let me get sucked in by a black hole. Through all the adversity of being a minority engineer, I have the support of my advisor and mentor. There have been times this year where I was ready to quit, but he kept me afloat, and his kind words of advice pushed me to full throttle. The future looks bright for the man in the shadow. The shadow represents my dream. Hopefully it remains in front of me instead of being lagged behind.